Once again, this is just a standard scrap car, straight from Fred Lloyd scrapyard. No roll cage, no roll bars. Richie's just got the lap strap there to hold him into this car. Now this type of stunt's been going on for the last 80 years. Started in America with the Hell Drivers and Joey Chitwood crashing old American cars with no roll cage and no roll bars in front of thousands of people. Keeping the tradition going here from Scott May's Daredevil Stunt Show. Richie's going to take the passenger side of the car off the ramp. As soon as he leaves the ramp, he'll be turning the steering wheel hard to the left. That will throw the car into a barrel roll, hopefully onto its roof and back onto all four wheels. Conditions like this, there is a very good chance that the car will just slide on its roof, and the fact that Richie can only find first gear. But that's where you all come in. We've got to cheer Richie on for this one, really make some noise on his run-up. So we've just got to get that tractor out of the way. I don't think Richie will end up that far down the arena, but we just need to make sure the tractor is out of the arena. Don't want Richie. Let's get this one going. Now when Richie makes his approach, I'm going to have a countdown, 3 to 1. And I want everybody here to scream and yell as loud as you possibly can. Mums and dads, boys and girls, join in. We've got to see if we can get this car rocking and rolling. He's really struggling with only one gear, so he really needs to hear some noise. We want to see if we can get this car back onto all four wheels. Okay, to add to Richie's problems, it's got a broken suspension. It's already been involved in a crash earlier. We really need to make some noise here, Newport. Let's see if we can get this car rocking and rolling. Okay, here comes the approach. 3, 2, 1. Let's make some noise, Newport. Let's see if we can get this car rocking and rolling. Off the ramp he goes. No, sliding out, not enough speed. Really struggling with the speed. That is the problem. As Richie's turning the steering wheel, there's no grip on this glass whatsoever. We've got to make a couple of adjustments to this ramp. We've just got to set the ramp back. Got it in first gear, the only gear left on that car. Okay, let's get ready. It's going to be your turn very shortly to make as much noise as you can. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's make some noise again. Can we get it rocking and rolling? Struggling for speed. He's got it this time. Look at that guy go. Crashed onto his roof. Guy's coming across now. Getting this car back onto all four wheels. Very heavy, slippery car. Hopefully Richie's okay in there. But as I go through the flames, it's going to cause me big problems. Copious amounts of fuel going on there. No doubt this is going to be a hot one. There goes Callum with the flames. Look at the flames on that fire jump this evening. Managing to get safely through that fire jump this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the motorcycle fire jump. This guy's just about to perform a stunt called the blindfold run. Will soon be replaced by the stunt team. Richie has to weave in between all the stunt team members whilst blindfolded. We've got to memorise the distance. We've got Andy here with the blindfold. We just need a youngster on this side of the audience to test out the blindfold to make sure we're not cheating. So did someone put their hand up? Just a volunteer there. Richie there just doing his practice run. Could you see anything out of that blindfold, young man? Shaking the head. Nothing whatsoever. So that blindfold now is going to go straight onto Richie's head. All the stunt team members about to get exactly when to turn. Same distance, no sight. Richie will wait for a call from me to say that everybody is on their marker. Okay, there goes the blindfold. Okay, and everyone on their markers, that's including you, Tipsy. Being a pest as always. Okay, Richie, in your own time, take it away, the blindfold run. Going to make a very cautious approach on this one. Around Andy, looking good. Around Sophie over. Around myself. Getting really close there to Scott Phillipson, but successfully around, and around Tipsy the stunt clam. Hold it there, Richie, hold it there. Getting a little bit close to the barriers there. Let's get that blindfold off Richie. Ladies and gentlemen, Richie over, and the blindfold runs in with this 10-ton Thunder Tracks. They're not going to be looking quite so pretty in the next 5 minutes. Now Stuart Thomas driving in this tank, formerly an armoured personnel carrier, used by the British Army to see service all over the world. We first got hold of this tank back in 2004. We took it down to our workshop in London, Cornwall. We did a massive transformation on it. We took off 4 tons of armoured plating on the top of the machine. And we replaced it with this Chevrolet pickup body. We also removed the original engine, which was a Rolls-Royce engine, only had a top seat up here on Scott May's Daredevil Stunt Show. This is going to be a very hard ride here for Stuart. Very little suspension on this machine, only a few inches of travel. The cars are going to take a lot of the shock. So Stuart there just tightening the harness down. It's going to take a long run up at this. See if we can get the front end of this tank high in the sky. Sometimes we get it airborne, but normally we need a big oval circuit or an airfield to get this tank airborne. Thumbs up from Stuart. Okay, here he comes. First, on the car flushing, monster mash in action. Stuart Thomas really going for it here this evening. Look at that guy go. Absolute devastation there from Stuart. Do you want to see that one more time? Yes. Okay, let's get that back in one more time, Stuart. Look at the shape of those cars now. 10 times crashing down on top of them. Some final arrangements, trying to get these cars straightened up. Stuart making a lot of mess on that last run. Looks like they're all in position now. Just got to get the forklift clear before we give Stuart the thumbs up. Forklift now clear enough. Okay, ready now, Stuart. Let's get it on. Thunder Tracks, one more time. Here he goes. Get your cameras ready. Here comes Stuart Thomas. One more time. And Thunder Tracks powering on down the arena. And high in the sky again. Coming down so heavily on those cars. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Stuart a big round of applause for Thunder Tracks. Arena now, the Slade monster truck, bringing those lucky raffle winners around. Give them away as they come past. Having the ride on the right here at Bodega Park. Going to be a very tight turn at the top end there for Richie. May have to do a little bit of a manoeuvre to get around there. And there are not many places you can ride on a monster truck. There's even fewer places that you can drive a monster truck. And that's something we're doing here on Scott May's Daredevil Stunt Show. We're doing driving experience in places to drive. Drive the Thunder Tracks, the Wheelie Tour Bus, and we're also doing stunt driving experience. Myself and some of the other, but we'll be taking it all around the UK next year. Should be available in Wales. Check out our website, UK. Rinse all over it. We're going to set it on fire. We're then going to have a countdown from 5 to 1. to an explosion. This guy has got to stay in that box for 5 seconds, covered in flames, waiting for that explosion. Get Mikey in the coffin. We're just waiting for the stunt team members just to come across. We need to make sure all the safety crew are in position for this one. I'm in now, give this guy away just before he gets into this exploding coffin. He's going to chuck himself in there as best he can. This guy is going to be in that box while it's set on fire and then blown up. Now the box is not sealed at all. There are gaps around all the edges. The lid does not get sealed on this. All I do know is plenty of fuel will be going on this, and there will be a massive explosion. It looks like we're ready for the fuel now. Stuart Thomas making sure this is going to be a hot one. He's got to make sure that he doesn't pour neat fuel right in on top of Mikey through the edges or through the gaps on the lid there. Just about ready. Let's get ready for that countdown from 5 to 1. Join in with me as soon as we see the flames. Mad Mikey has got to stay in there for the 5 seconds. Here goes the lighting stick, and we're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's blown out to bits. Look at that guy, fully on fire there. Look at his suit, completely on fire. Look at the flames in that coffin there. That guy was in there for 5 seconds. And the explosion was right next to his head. Hopefully this guy is okay. He's going to be a bit stunned after that one, but looks like he's okay. Waving to me. One crazy guy, Mad Mikey Abernethy, and the exploding coffin. Now are you all ready? Going to get some car flushing now from the plane. Richie over now, coming in. This truck, not just a passenger ride truck, it's also an awesome car flushing truck. This truck weighing in at 7.5 tons. Riding on 66-inch flotation tyres. Each one of those tyres weighing nearly a ton. So we've got nearly 4 tons in the wheels and tyres alone. They're not something you want to be getting a puncture on. Each one of these tyres costs somewhere in the region of £2,500. Now Richie's going to come in. Getting a little bit tight there to the fence. He's going to come in and nudge this pack to make sure that all the scrap cars are nice and tight. That'll make sure that the slate gets a really good lift off. Gets the front end of the truck high in the sky. So he's going to come right in and nudge these cars. The Slate monster truck is an old style monster truck built in the 1980s. Originally known as the Wrecker monster truck. Used to race with the likes of Bigfoot in the early days of monster truck racing. There are plenty of videos of this truck on YouTube when it was known as the Wrecker monster truck. Truck also spent a lot of time in Nova Scotia, Canada. It worked on a stunt show over there for 15 years before coming into the UK in 2000. Richie looks like he's ready, just tightening the harness down, waiting for the thumbs up from Richie. Okay, thumbs up all round, here we go! Car flushing action from the Slate monster truck. Power on from Richie, here we go! Coming down on those cars, bouncing down the arena. Absolutely awesome there from Richie. Should we get that one more time? Here comes Richie, one more time. He's going to do exactly the same speed. Come right around and nudge the throttle on any of these monster machines. Or if the driver should get knocked out on the impact of landing, we can just push the button on that remote control, and these monster machines' engines will cut out and they'll just roll to a stop. For Richie, not much suspension on the Slate. Here we go, one more time, up through the gears, and high in the sky. Look at that truck, all four wheels, momentarily off the ground, bouncing down the arena like a rubber ball. Let's give this guy a big round of applause. Richie over, and the Slate monster truck. Heading down there for the tank, and I've got to try and catch the ramp up and land safely in front of it. putting my trust in this clown. I'm not sure whether that's a good idea. So Tipsy's on his way. I've got to catch that ramp up. Getting over there nicely. We'll get that one more time. Moving ramp jump is different every time. That ramp is bouncing around, the angle is changing all the time. No two jumps are the same with this one. Got to adjust my body weight every time I leave the ramp. Power on. Tipsy doing a good job for a change and managing to get safely over that moving ramp jump. Mike is going to perform a stunt called the fire run up at the top end of the arena here. Take a look at this firewall. No vehicle involved this time. Mad Mikey is just going to run head first through this firewall. Going to explode through this firewall in a massive fireball. This is going to look really spectacular this evening here. Now the light is fading. Just look at the flames on this one. Look how high the flames go. Here we go, Mad Mikey, have a look at the flames on that, look how high they're going. Here comes Mad Mikey, bursting through, massive explosion. Taking a lot of that debris with him, rolling towards me. Look at the smoke coming off this guy, one crazy stuntman. Hopefully he's okay. Telling me he's absolutely fine. Let's get him up on his feet. Ladies and gentlemen, Mad Mikey Abernethy and the fire run. The Escort, the Mini, in front of my jump run. I think we can get the quad bike in there as well. And I'm just going to bring the quad bike across. Really struggling with the grip on this one. Run out, not such a problem now that we've cleared some equipment, but the run up, very slippy, but very, very treacherous. Going to need to apply the power very smoothly so I don't spin out on the run-up. Scott Phillipson now just putting that quad bike in. Yeah, I've got to get perfect grip on this one if I'm to get clear, not clip the back end of that quad bike. Now I grew up in the era of Evel Knievel, and any kid, those guys were my heroes when I was growing up, watching them jump over the lines of buses and cars back in the 70s and 80s. So this is a little bit of a Evel Knievel style jump in a relatively small arena, ramp to ground jump. As soon as I leave the ramp, I'll be adjusting the bike using throttle control, brake control and body weight. Got to get the power applied smoothly on this one. Just spinning out a little bit there. As I always say to people, anybody can jump a motorbike. The landing, that's the difficult part. One more time, power on. Just about managing to get enough grip to get clear of those obstacles. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my final bike jump of the evening. Are you all ready for another one? Here comes the Bandit monster truck. Callum Law coming into the arena, firing that monster truck into life. That's a broadcast rushing action. Now this monster truck is a completely different type of truck. A much more modern truck, completely different to the Slate monster truck. This truck is one of the most famous monster trucks in the world, built back in 1996. It was formerly known as the Carolina Crusher. Back in 1996, this truck won the World Championship. It beat Gravedigger and Bigfoot to the world title. Still regarded as one of the best monster trucks in the world. It was the first truck to come onto the scene with a lightweight tubular chassis. So this truck only weighs 5 tons. whereas all of its competitors at the time were very similar to the Slate monster truck, weighing in at 7 or 7.5 tons. So Callum's going to come in now, nudge up to these scrap cars, make sure the pack is nice and tight. You may have seen other monster truck events where they have dirt banks to get the truck high in the sky. We set the cars so that their engines first are facing the monster truck. That throws the monster truck off into a huge sky wheelie and then comes slapping down onto those old cars supplied here this evening by Fred Lloyd. Any scrap metals that you need to get rid of, any old scrap cars, get in touch with Fred Lloyd, Scrap Metal Recycling. Okay, Callum's ready. One more time, we're going to get some more car crushing action. Thumbs up all round. Okay, pedal to the metal, Callum. Here comes the Bandit monster truck. Powering down the arena. Look at that truck, high in the sky, bouncing down the arena. What an awesome jump there from Callum. Should we get that one more time?